Darren, how do you assess that performance tonight?
Um, 2 goals conceded by set piece as well. One a corner, one a long throw. Poor goals to concede when you come to a place like Bristol. We set out to start well, try and frustrate them, but really poor goal to lose. And apart from the shot that Ben saved leading up to that corner, he didn't have another save to make in the first half. And then, done it before, it's happened before to many managers. You say what you've got to say and in 2 minutes, was it 2 minutes, second half? And that makes it really difficult for us because we know they're a good team on the counter-attack. And we huffed and puffed, but that was about it.
I guess the message at half-time was you're still well in the game. If you can be a bit more clinical going forward, you got a chance. But as you say, you can see that second. It makes it very difficult to build any platform then.
Yeah, no, what we said at half-time with a bit more composure in our game, and I just felt, I said to the players, I felt they lacked a little bit of belief in terms of the way we opened the game. And we spoke about that. We spoke about making sure that we try and get our spare centre-half on the ball because they had a spare centre-half and we had a spare centre-half with the systems that we both played. And I didn't think we did that well enough. But when we showed a bit of composure, especially towards the end of the half, we had a few corners and things like that, but not enough conviction from the whole performance, really, and that was a problem.
You had a spell, didn't you, for about 10 minutes after they scored the second as well, when he got a bit of space. Norris got himself into some good positions as well, but just not quite the edge to find a finishing touch or carve out anything really clear-cut.
No, we didn't. I think Norris had the shot in the first half that just went whistle past the post. Apart from that, we didn't really have anything clear-cut. And saying that, I think they've had something like 3 shots on target. They had possession of the ball, but we knew they would have. But no, poor goals to give away.
Is it frustrating that it was comfortable for them in the end? Obviously, your team's built on attacking, really, and you want to see them putting a side under pressure, and just difficult to make opportunities. Did it frustrate you that they had it easy, really, in that sense, towards the end?
Towards the end, I mean, we had a lot of possession, but we couldn't really break them down. That was the story, really. They're a big physical team. We know that. We knew that set pieces would be important. We spoke about that. And really we couldn't deal with them. With the first corner, I think it was the first corner's gone in, they've scored from it. And when you come here, you've got to make sure you start the game right. And I think they can get frustrated. I think the fans can get frustrated because the expectations are what they are. They really are a championship club that will be going up, and they expect to win every game. But I think you've got to have an element of composure in the game and be brave enough to keep possession of the ball. And the initial part, my centre halves didn't keep the ball well enough, and that was something that we're hoping they would do.
Taylor's got some more minutes under his belt. Is he building up towards a start perhaps on Saturday?
Possibly. I thought he'd give us a bit more energy. But you're right, we just have to. He's been out, he's not played for 3 months, not started for 3 months, so we've got to be careful. There's 15 games to go, so it's not as if there's 4 or 5, and we've just got to make sure that he's right. But no, he's getting minutes on the pitch. He did some good things when he came on, so of course he must be an option for Saturday. Yeah.
What did you make of Norris's first start for you?
Good. I thought he was good for us. I thought he gives us a bit of energy, good composure. He knows the game, and that's why we brought him into the team. I felt the 3 in midfield did okay against their 3 because they chop and change it, and normally it's Elliott, Smith and Freeman. Smith and Freeman are 2 of the better players in League One, and we had to deal with their energies, and they would cope comfortably in the Championship, and that was something that we didn't do in the first game against them. Managed to cope with their energies. We played with the wing backs, 1v1s there, and 3v3 in midfield, and I felt my 3 midfielders did okay in there against them.
Joe Newell off in the second half. Was that groin playing up, or was it just a case of giving him a bit of a rest?
No, it was groin was playing up, and he had it heavily strapped. And at that point in the game, I had to start thinking about Saturday as well. So didn't see any point. He was limping a little bit, so that was just precaution, really.
Is that giving him a chance though of making Saturday now? Do you feel?
Well, we'll wait and see. I mean, the way Joe plays, I need a fully fit Joe to make sure I get the best out of him in terms of he does bring you a lot of energy and pace, and I thought he looked a little bit rusty tonight. Some of the decisions in the last third weren't normally what the standard he's up to, but we'll have to wait and see. But we can't keep not saying strapping it out and he'll be okay. He's got to be fully fit, and tonight he declared himself fully fit, but. We'll wait and see. It's a long journey home. We'll see how he is in the morning and then go from there.
No Maddison tonight. No Anderson as well. Injuries definitely for Maddison, but an injury for Jermaine as well, or just left out?
No, Marcus, obviously, is the injury that he's had. He'll be fit for Saturday, though. Jermaine is going to be out for the season. He needs an operation on his toe. It's something that wasn't picked up properly earlier in the season. He's had another scan and he needs an operation, so a real blow for him and us. He's going to be out for 4 months.
Yes, again, you're asking what have you done wrong this season for all these injuries. That's a serious one, and just as Jermaine was just starting to get back into the first team setup as well.
Yeah, I mean, it's not ideal. We obviously brought David in, David Norris, and we felt we had 4 midfield players in. We're light again, so we'd have to look at that again. But I'm not going to make the injuries an excuse. The one thing only about the injuries, they've all been quite long, lengthy periods of time out. But no, we'll have Madison back. Obviously, Taylor's coming back. We're still hopeful of making possibly one signing before Saturday. And I felt David Norris did well tonight. So it's just unfortunate for Jermaine, really. Like you say, he was getting back in the team. He's picked up an injury. It's finished this season.
A tough game tonight against a very good side who will probably go up, and then Saturday another tough game against a side who certainly have ambitions of going up automatically. It's another big one for you.
Yeah, they're coming thick and fast, and I think generally I prefer those sort of games. We've got a great record against Milton Keynes, and we want to try and make sure that continues on Saturday.
Thanks, Darren. Cheers.
Thanks, Nick. Cheers.
Dan, can I just ask you, Bristol's gone 5 points clear. Do you think you've played against the League One champions like this tonight, or do you see them being cool?
With 15 games to go, I don't want to be disrespectful to the teams chasing them, but no, I think Bristol will win the league.
And deservedly, do you think they're the best team in the league this season?
That's a harder question. I think you have to give a lot of credit to Swindon and Milton Keynes. And the one thing I know with Preston, if they get ahead of steam up, they can really fly. So I wouldn't say it was all over. I'm sure Steve would agree with me. But if I had to put a bet on it, I would be betting on Bristol winning the championship.